Hello, this is Branson, and this is my TED Talk, Health Savings Account. So let's get right into it. Health, what is an HSA? A health savings account is a tax advantage savings account created for those who have high deductible health plans. So basically, we'll go over that threshold a little bit later, but it's specifically for those who have high deductible health plans, and it can be used. That money can be used for qualified medical expenses. And there's quite a bit of qualified medical expenses. On the left, you'll see a bunch of common ones, such as coinsurance, copayments, deductibles, PT. And then on the right, there's some that you might be a little bit unfamiliar if you're familiar with an HSA. Things like sunscreen, birth control, and acne treatments are all things that you can use, all expenses that you can use for an HSA. But I will say, because it's triple tax free, as you see here, which is one of the biggest benefits, it may actually be beneficial to not spend that money on things such as sunscreen and acne treatments if you have the cash for it, just because as you contribute and as it grows, it can continue to build up and pile up cash. So it's almost a way to preserve your money and have it grow. It's almost like an investment that you can make it. It's a huge saving on medical expenses, especially if you have a really high deductible plan. I would recommend high deductible health plans for those that are typically a little bit more healthier, in the sense of maybe you don't have many medical expenses and whatnot, because a high deductible health plan really helps those who are healthy, in the sense of you're not going to pay that much. But if you do have one big injury or something unexpected happen, this is where an HSA is really important. Another huge advantage is that, as you can see, there's no expiration. It can roll over from year to year, and you are always in control wherever you go. So if you leave an employer and go somewhere else, it follows you. So it's a huge help with retirement. When you withdraw that money, it's tax-free to spend it and whatnot. And you can even have your dependents on the account. Here are some important numbers to consider. You can contribute up to $3,600 for individuals, $72 for families. And this is the threshold that I talked about. If you're on a high deductible health plan, the minimum deductible is $1,400. Out-of-pocket maximum is $6,900. One of the fun facts about an HSA is that if you're 55 and older, you may actually add up to $1,000 kind of as a catch-up contribution, which is another huge way to pile up that account to get money and continue it growing and flowing. Here are the enrollment qualifications. So as you can see, if you're on a high deductible health plan, not covered by any other medical plans such as Medicare and TRICARE, or you're not claimed as a dependent or anything from the Veterans Administration, or if you don't have another medical savings account like an FSA or an HRA, you are eligible for an HSA. Here's an example from where I work, Case New Holland, and their HSA plan here, their high deductible health plan. It's a $2,800 deductible. Out of pocket limit is $4,200, so it hits those thresholds, and it gives you the ability to have an HSA account where the company allocation is $500 or $1,000 from for a family, which is huge if you're contributing and the company also helps you out. So I definitely encourage all of you to consider an HSA, especially if you're younger and healthier and you don't have too many medical expenses. Enjoy.